Hello friends, welcome to part 2 of this You and Them reading. I'm not sure where this is going, if I'm honest with you, because part 1 You, it could be going one of a couple of ways, and I'm not sure which way we're going. So, let's see what's going off with them, and hopefully it's going to give us a little bit of clarity. If you want a personalised reading, if you find the link for Stan's store at the top of my profile page, they're 25 quid. Most cases I will do it same day. So I just want to give this a good shift. I wonder what that noise was. I've got Sky down there cleaning herself. Having a bath. Right, interesting. So for them, we start off with the judgment card. So talks about either internal or external judgment. I feel it's internal. I feel like they're judging themselves worthy of more. Now, if we relate back to part 1, this is the same position of where the Page of Cups is. I feel like you went in with this Empress, because I feel like potentially you're the masculine energy in this connection. I feel like you went up to this Empress with the Page's offer. So nothing got off the ground, and then you went, it's an Empress, right? I think you doubted this person. Gotta be honest with you, and they've gone, nah, deserve better than this, right? So they've been cracking on. Okay, 6 of Wands, Wands fire action. Story of this card is some great war going off. This village have out to local battle, they've won. They've returned back to the village, they're celebrating. They know the greatest war is yet to be won, but they know by celebrating the little wins along the way, it helps to boost morale of the troops. So it feels like they've kind of shifted their focus and they've gone, do you know what? You know what I mean? I'm not prepared to take a Page's offer, thank you very much. I'm just going to crack on with things, and every time something comes good in my life, I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. We then got the Hierophant. So the Hierophant's one of the divine masculines, is divine masculine on a more spiritual based level. Now there's 2 ways we can go with this. Relates to my star sign of Taurus, so it can talk about sticking some kind of tradition. In this case, it may be that they're going, no, I'm going to kind of stick to my guns. I want my happy ever after. The other way we can go is that they're focusing on their spiritual development. Who am I? What am I? What's my purpose? What am I wrong? Let's continue. Right, we then got the Tower card in the reverse position. So this was in the same position of where you've got your cheerleaders and supporters. Now the Tower card is a fixed card, it's the awakening card. Okay, let's go through it. So we've got the Tower there, struck by lightning, it's on fire, it's cracking, it's crumbling. Tower cards are always for our long-term good, whether we like what happens or not. 1 time out of 10 they're positive, 9 times out of 10 they're tough and destructive. Now, Tower cards are designed to shift us into a different energy, because the universe goes, right, you're still here, but there's something you've not done, said. In this case, I feel it's seen. You've not taken it on board, you've missed it. Might be autistic like me, missed the signs. Whack, bitch slap, get over there, splat. Now, Tower cards are designed to shift us, so when it's a love reading, it could be that either A, this person is your divine counterpart and you've kind of missed the signs, or B, you've got a divine counterpart out there and you've been wasting your time in the energy of this. Okay, now, the idea after a Tower card is to pick yourself up, dust yourself off and push forwards, okay? Most people do that. On rare occasions, they bury their head in the sand or they nosedive, right? Now, if we do that, 1 or 2 things is going to happen. As this is a love reading, if you have a 1 out there, then and you don't push forwards out of this current energy, the Tower just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. Okay. If it's that the universe is just trying to give you a bit of a helping hand and you waste it, it goes, well, there you go, sit in your darkened room, find your own way out. Okay. Now, when the Tower card's in the reverse position, it's either self-imposed or kind of saw it coming, so we can brace for impact. I feel like something's going to get revealed. Okay, it's not going to be like, oh my god, this is so out of the blue, but it's a little bit like, you know, it's shattering the way you see this person sees this connection. I don't want to say it's a positive Tower card, but I feel it's going to be enough for them to shift their mindset, because we then got the 9 of Swords in the reverse. Swords there where we think words we use. So they're the person in bed, head in the hands, crying, talks about periods of stress. Sleepless nights, area up to depression. The swords here represents a ladder, so it's talking about changing the mindset, getting out there. This Tower card is going to start freeing them from some kind of mental I'll use the word torment, but I don't want to say they're being tormented. I think it's probably more that kind of energy of, oh, is this my person or are they not my person? Okay, they're gonna be getting some clarity. Right, overall outcome card. Page of Cups in the reverse. Cups, water, emotions. Pages, more youthful energy. Don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens. Don't have the forward motion of the knights. More about giving something to go. I feel like this page is yourself, because we had it before and I said it was yourself. So ultimately, something's going to happen, right? Whereby they're going to get clarity that you're not their person, okay? It's going to come through the fact that, you know, you've reassessed things. The good news is you're getting the justice you deserve, right? You're breaking some kind of karmic cycle here. They're going to see something, they're going to receive some information, they're going to see a post, whatever, and it's going to be enough to kind of shock them out of that kind of current energy of maybe this person is my one. They can then relieve it, and, you know, to be fair to them, like I say, they are an empress, and it's going to give them clarity that, you know, sadly, I'm not saying this to insult you, but you're in Page's energy when it comes to love. You never really had any intention of coming forwards properly with a proper offer. Okay, obstacles or blockages. The Fool in the reverse. Okay, so this is kind of advice for both of you, really. The Fool's a leap of faith card. The Fool isn't a fool. The Fool is called a fool because he gets his bag, little bumpy dog, goes off wandering. It's also about starting a brand new cycle. I feel like both of you are being asked to start a brand new cycle individually. Okay, resistance to do that, that's going to cause the obstacle or blockage. Final card, removing any blockages. 8 of Cups. Cups, water, emotions. It's time to disconnect. It's time to walk away. This person isn't your one, sadly. Yeah, I feel like the advice card with the Hierophant in part 1 for you is that you're supposed to be going on a journey of self-discovery. Okay, now, if you're a little bit on the spiritual side, or even if you're very on the spiritual side, sadly, people in the community, they get kind of brainwashed by gurus and false prophets and what they read and what they're told. And people often think that they are at their final destination point. They think that they have all the answers. They feel like they get all the information through that they need. And they stop developing. And it's not about that, because it's a lifelong journey. You have multiple awakenings. There are multiple layers out there. You know, don't get stuck at the light side. It goes far beyond that, my dears. Yeah, and it kind of feels like that's where you've been. And the universe is kind of giving you a shake-up in regard to this. So yeah, whoever I'm reading for, this person's not your one. I think, you know, you're going to start realising that as you push forwards. The good news is, like I say, you're going to get your justice you deserve, and it's about refocusing on what do you want long term. What do you want long term? This other person, they have kind of waited for you a little bit, I think, but they're going to be able to release this once they kind of get some clarity somewhere, somehow. It's going to be a little bit like, you know, a bit of a shock, but not out of the blue shock. That's going to release them. They're going to see you as a Page of Cups. And like I said, I don't want you to see that as an insult. I think because they're in Empress mode, they realise their worth and value, and they always realise that that offer was never going to be good enough anyway. And it's just clarification for them, put it that way. So there you go. Keep pushing forwards. If you want a personalised reading, link, stand store, top of profile, 25 quid, same day in most cases. Ta-ta.